all, Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too. I want you to look all around you at the buildings, trees, you, me, everybody of everything. And I want you to tell me, absolutely, what you see that is neutrally stated to reality. Because I know without a faithful doubt, there is no such thing as neutral when it comes to energy and the fluctuations of it to the reality check of a man and all he is. Not a neutron, because a neutron is only stabilized in an atom by the positive charge of the proton being bigger and better than a negative charge of the decay and disintegration of the neutron, right? Because a neutron will decay and disintegrate in an atom, and it will decay and disintegrate outside of an atom only one way, a negative way. So we know a neutron, right, isn't neutral, okay? We know that the Lord of all things neutral, Shiva, is not neutral. We know that Shiva is absolutely negatively deficient of one positive and good, absolutely as the truth of God of him to the reality check of all he is. Because as a fact, right, there is nothing neutral. That's God, that's truth, that's a reality check. And check this out. The reason why it's a problem is because the faithful have used this state of matter, right? A lie on all matter, right? A lie on all faith, and a lie on all humanity, right? To control and deceive us. Listen, if you think that things cross neutral and bad, right? When that neutral is the only bad of you, because it takes away from not knowing absolutely positively what's good is truth for you, right, in reality, or absolutely knowing what's negative as hell to you, crisscrossing you to one nothing. So if you're trying to state yourself neutrally to reality, you're out of your mind. You hear me? Either you feel absolutely positively good to the truth of your shape, form, mass, bigger and better than the negativity of you, right, to a feeling of positive and good, or you don't and you're not, and in reality you are crisscrossing, negatively deficient, right, static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined. Just like old Hermes and Shiva from my last post, because in reality, right, neutral is a lie, and that lie is the negative one nothing of them. You hear me? Of being only absolutely positively good as truth of their reality. You hear me? Only getting bigger and better. You don't die in life and call that living. You hear me? Jesus did not die, right, for the sins of anybody. Sin is a hallucination, man, and it comes from not knowing what the good God and truth of you is absolutely, to only cross back one positively to be good, to add up bigger and better than the negatives of you. And it causes you to hallucinate, devilishly delusional, a nutty, fruity bushwhacker on your holy existence. That's why they said Shiva's demon head, right, attacked his body. Listen, if your head thinks it's neutral, right, know the truth of your body, it's crazy on you, man. It's trying to tear you apart. You hear me? And in reality, right, that's what's up with that dude and all of them. And let me tell you something about Vishnu, right? If Vishnu is Shiva and the energy that they try and create, this Brahma energy, right, it is of a positive energy source, right? You tell me this, right? Then how come they're stated with the blues everywhere they go? And it's not because they're human. Let me explain something to you. I am human, you hear me? Them fools ain't nothing but demonic. Because listen to me, anywhere in creation of existence, right, where two or more atoms cross and bond, they only do it one positive, from the inside out, good as truth, as the example in life of Jesus Christ, right? To the bigger and better of all negativity to make the shape, form, mass, expressing it to them. And I yet to hear anything relevant about Jesus Christ in any of their doctrines to reality. You hear me? Listen, we can sit around all day long and say nice things to one another, right? But if those nice things are a lie on us, they're neutrally negative, you hear me? Of being absolutely positively good as truth. You can sit around all day long and have Ganasha as an elephant, right? Say all kinds of kind human things, but let me tell you something. There is nothing neutral, and if you want to listen to a big head lie, right? From fathead demon head, listen to me. Instead of the good truth of a man to the reality checking you only doing bigger and better than your negatives, that foolish fake fairy tale looking clown, right? Well, in reality, you're going to have to come back to it. Right back to reality, because check this out. These fools have used this, right? And not just in this religion, man. They've used this state of neutral around the world, man. Faithfully as a conspiratorial lie, man. To control us and consume us. You hear me? And I may sound delusional, that's okay. But I can absolutely, positively, without a faithful doubt, prove who I am, what I can do, and the lies of not only you, but everybody of creation, of existence, to the reality check of you. Because check this out, man. The state of one positive from the inside out is the only light, joy, warmth, good God or truth, Holy Spirit for everlasting peace, all of all will ever know or be. It's the state that all in body and matter is stated good, absolutely to the truth of their shape, form, and mass of indestructible atoms, only crossing bigger and better in body of their matter to the reality check of what they exist for as their life. Now, if you don't know this and you don't come back one positive every time you feel all of all negativity, you're only in a state of negative. And that negative is a deficiency on you. And you can feel it in the lacking of you, right? All the way out to the one nothing of you if you stay in that negative way. A negative way with negativity. And you can only do it one way, with faith, not knowing the absolute good God and truth of you, thinking things cross neutrally bad in reality when they don't. They're only negative and positive to the absolute good God and truth of you, positive and negative to the absolute good God and truth of you, only crossing to the bigger and better one positive and good as truth, or to the bigger and better of nothing neutral, negative as hell, and one nothing. You hear me? And that's a fact. And every day I put out these posts in every way, right? I tear down these lies because I'm not having it. These lies are only stated to consume us, destroy us, and control us to nothing. You hear me? I'm not having it. Listen. If you don't know what the absolute positive good God and truth of you is, how can you ever be it? And in reality, if you don't know it, all you can ever have is faithful lies dictating your whole existence as control, right? To the bigger and better the one nothing of you in reality. And I'm not having it. Listen, my mother has 17 children, you hear me? I mean, my grandmother has 17 children, right? And every one of these children, right, had anywhere from like 3 to 15 children, you feel me? These people are my family, you know. I'm related up as many ways as you can get, in many directions as you can think of, man. You hear me? To all walks of life, to all parts of humanity. Just through my grandmother now, if I stayed at my father's side of the family, well, that's infinite. You hear me? Look, what I'm trying to tell you is this, man. We are dying out deranged, insane fools. In our leadership, right? Well, Joe Biden, he's alright, man, but I tell you the truth, this guy, he's a mess with it too. He's just a mess with it too, because in reality, he has to dictate his policies to fools, you hear me? If them fools don't want to have nothing to do with old Joe Biden's good intelligence, right, in reality, they shaking. And that's why president will never do. Never replace the king, because I have the highest authority. Listen, if you're not going to be absolutely positively good as truth to the bigger and better of all you are of reality, right? Well, then I'm still in your fiber to exist. I'm putting positive energy out in the cosmos, right? to add up bigger and better than your negative, man. And in reality, you're in a state of decay and disintegration, man, until you come to the full authority of the good God and truth of all I am. And that's the only cross one positive when you feel all negativity. Only add up good ass truth to the absolute bigger and better of all. Because all else is just murderous suicide in reality. It's the static, twisted, scattered, blind, undefined, one nothing of all matter of shape, form, and mass to the here and now reality of it. Not bad, not by the devil, and the only hell it's going to is the devilishly delusional one, man. Hallucinating, nutty, and fruity that the good God and truth of it is somehow caused neutral or bad and can't come back positive and good. And that's a fact check. That's God, that's truth, the reality check. From the full thief, man, God and King of all I am, the Father, Son, and even Holy Spirit, of all negativity, the one nothing, to all mankind I am. As stated at the crucifixion, by the God of all I am, as the good truth of Jesus Christ, right, on both sides. Were two fools. On the right side there was a fool, on the left side there was a fool, and both of those fools were thieves. One, right, persecuted Jesus. He hated Jesus, man. He said, if you're the good God and truth of us, get us up off here, right? The other one said, man, this dude ain't did nothing, man. Leave him alone. What's wrong with you, fool? Right? And know the good truth of Jesus. He can bind out anybody who's positive to him is good to him, and in reality only wants the bigger and better you. And as far as that fool goes, I guess he found a neutral place and went to nothing with it. You hear me? It's just like all them fools that put him up there. You hear me that day? And in reality, like any fools who come against it today. That's a fact check. That's God, truth, reality check for the Father, Son, and even Holy Spirit of all mankind's negativity to one nothing I am. Full thief, man, God and King of all I am. God, truth, a reality check. That's a fact.